Hi, everybody. History reminds us time and again that great change is never sudden, but always the result of small, consistent steps taken with purpose. And today we gather to witness how those steps are shaping into something larger and bigger.
On behalf of the entire Setu team and the Little Scholars fraternity, we warmly welcome all the participating schools, our respected mentors, and our friends here with us. I am Snehi Agrawal, joined by Sukhman Singh Sidhu, student coordinators of Setu 2025, and we shall guide you through the process of this session.
Over the past sessions, we have explored ideas, discovered fresh perspectives, and gained knowledge that has widened our horizons. Today, as the journey approaches its culmination, this session becomes a pivotal one. It is dedicated to understanding the assessment criteria for the final showcase on 4th October at Little Scholars.
This is where your efforts begin to take shape for the finale, where it is empathetic economy, panel discussion, environmental justice, article writing, or the STEM project presentation. For young participants in grades 6 to 8, this includes the food, water, energy nexus stream.
So to guide us through the evaluation parameters and criteria for all three streams, we are glad to have with us Ms. Manjula Arora, faculty member of Little Scholars and one of the guiding mentors of SETU. She has constantly encouraged students to think critically, act responsibly, and work collaboratively. Her insights today will help us understand exactly what we are aiming for. So, ma'am, we are eager to hear from you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, it's unmuted now. Good afternoon, all of you. I hope you all started with your work and doing good. As we move forward, it's important for all of us to understand the assessment parameters and evaluation criteria. These guidelines will help both the participants and the audience see what exactly we are looking for and what makes a project stand out. Let me begin with environmental justice stream for grade 9 to 12. Here, the focus is on three main things. First, originality. We want to see fresh ideas that show your independent thinking. And second, relevance to the community. Your work must connect with the people and place it is designed for, not just remain on paper. And third, and most effective, that is effective implementation and outreach, because ideas gain true value only when they reach and inspire others. Next, we have the empathetic economics stream, also for grade 9 to 12, and which is in the form of article writing, right? Here, our criteria are slightly different. We will be looking at content knowledge, the accuracy, relevance, and depth of understanding that you bring into your article. Then comes the assessment of finding, how well you analyze and interpret your research. And finally, we want to see whether you can quantify the spending on regenerative practices. In other words, we can say can you measure and show the impact of your proposal in real or practical terms? I hope you're getting my points clearly on which criteria we are doing. And the next is moving on to the STEM stream. Again, it is for grade 9 to 12. Here, the priority lies in the strength of your engineering solutions through scientific reasoning. We'll also assess originality, the uniqueness of your concept, and lastly, we expect you to quantify the energy produced through your model, showing us the practical viability of your innovation. Finally, when it comes for 6 to 8 grade, we are talking about the Nexus project, that is food, energy, water and energy, that is Nexus stream for grade 6 to 8, right? The younger participants will be judged on 3 points. That is, firstly, their presentation and content knowledge, how well they explain their work, and show understanding of the subject. Second, the methodology and assessment of findings, the way they arrive at conclusion and test their ideas. And third, and the most important part, is the adaptability of their solution in real world scenarios, especially keeping in mind social and economic condition. So, as you can see across all the streams, there is one thing is common, which is we are focusing on the spirit remains the same. We are looking for clarity of thought, originality of idea, and vision that can inspire action in the real world. So be practical, do it accordingly. I hope you all will do perform well. All the best for all the school, all the teams. Do well, and we will meet on 4th on the D day, and there only will be doing the final assessment. So be prepared for your final day. Thank you so much, all of you.
So, all right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for walking us through the details so comprehensively. These aren't just parameters on paper, they are reminders that every effort here is about it's much more than a competition. It's about collaboration, originality, and ensuring that ideas carry weight in the real world. Also, I'd repeat the order of what ma'am said. It is the an article writing at the first, and then the panel discussion, then the STEM project, and at the end it was food, water, energy nexus of classes 6 to 8. All right. So now over to Sneha.
So, firstly, I would like to thank Manjula ma'am for walking us through everything she has told us. And now I would like to know from you all that do you have any queries regarding the assessment? Anybody has any queries? Please ask right away. We would welcome your thoughts through chat box also.
All right. Seeing none, we'll move ahead.
So now we are fortunate to have with us three of our very own student mentors, Sarthak Singh, Advait Singh, and Priyanshu Joshi. They will be sharing in depth the evaluation parameters for 6 to 8 category, helping us all understand how the projects in food, water, and nexus stream will be assessed. So, handing over to Sarthak.
And before that, we have one question about whether we would have any beforehand submissions now. So, no, we won't have any submissions prior to the event now. And yeah, that's it. Over to Sam.
I can see some more questions in the chat box. So Devneet Kaur has asked, in article writing, only the shortlisted will present or everyone will present? That's a very good question. So we have we have asked you for your entries via mail prior so that we could shortlist some of the participants, but the shortlisted participants will be announced on the day itself. That's on the 4th October. So we would like you all to prepare yourselves, and as we announce the shortlisted ones, only the shortlisted ones will present their articles or panel discussion. So I hope I have answered the query of Gauri Dasila as well in this. So thank you. Handing over to Sarthak.
So we have got another question. Srivastav, all the participants, irrespective they're selected or not, will come to us on board so that we can see how on spot you present yourself. For the this is for the So, greetings of the day, everyone. My name is Sarthak Singh, and I am your mentor for FOO. So, it's great to meet you again after this short break. And today, we all are here to discuss about our assessment criterias. So, the first assessment criteria that we are going to talk about is presentation, or we can say content knowledge. In simple words, we mean that whatever elements, key terms, or things you have used or are going to use in your projects, you must have complete knowledge about them. For instance, आप use करते हो term BMI, then you must know its applications, uses, you must know its parameters. Or another example can be if you mention about any type of farming technique, then you must know about its requirements and accessibility. So as a conclusion for first point, we can say that कि आप जो भी term use करने वाले हो, you should be well versed before using this term. Now, our second assessment criteria is methodology and assessment of findings. Here we are going to see that what methods or processes were used by you to collect data and shape your project. You must showcase and express how you collected data for your projects. For instance, you are telling about the data collected by you. Then you must be able to present your work in such a way that we can imagine कि आप लोगों ने ये कैसे कैसे किया होगा, आपने क्या क्या steps लिए होंगे, and we can create an image of. So you should also present your results with the help of pictures and graphs to make it more engaging. Thus, for a conclusion for this criteria can be that this is about how you reached your result, because this ultimately is the path you chose to move ahead, and this is the very foundation of your project. Now, moving towards our third criteria, that is adaptability in real world scenarios with respect to social states. Uh, Now, finally, all the hard work that you are doing must not go in vain. So, your projects and ideas should be practically possible and feasible in real life. For instance, you must not say that we can use some seeds which give 100 times more yield, because I don't think it's practical and possible. So, rather than being hypothetical, we must ensure कि हमारा जो भी idea है, it just not must be a dream or imagination. It should be a real life, practically possible solution. And it must also be socially accepted by the society. So with this, I hope you all have uh, understood about assessment criterias and would have got a little help in how to shape your projects. Now with this, I would like to hand it over to Advait, who would be taking on water.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm your mentor, Advait, and let us start with a simple thought. Imagine your morning without water, no brushing, no bathing, no breakfast tea, not even clean clothes to wear. Just this imagination tells us how central water is to our life. Now, in your projects, you are going to study water in different ways. But how we will know if project is strong and meaningful? For that, we have three main criterias: presentation, methodology and assessment of findings, adaptability in real-world scenarios. Let me explain each one with examples so you know exactly what we are looking for in our projects. Presentation. This means how well do you understand your topic and how clearly can you present it. If your project is about water pollution, don't just show dirty water. Explain what causes it, like untreated sewage in rivers or plastic waste in lakes. If your project is about water conservation, you could make a small working model of rainwater harvesting or a chart showing how much water is wasted if a tap drips for a whole day. You can even use a story. For example, a family in Chennai had to spend a whole day in a queue for just a bucket of water. That brings your knowledge to life. A good presentation shows that you really know your subject and can explain it in a way that others can also understand. Now, let us move on to methodology and assessment of findings. That is about how you reached your results. Every strong project is based on a method. Let's say you conduct a household survey. You ask 5 to 10 families simple questions. How many buckets of water do they use daily? Do they have leaking taps? Do they reuse water for plants? Then you assess your findings. Like if 7 out of 10 families waste water in bathing, that's an important result. If 3 families save water by collecting rainwater, that's also a key point. For your project, you can show these results using simple bar graphs, pie charts, or even pictures. This proves that you didn't just collect information, you studied and understood it. Now, adaptability in real world scenarios. Finally, your project should show how practical your solutions are in real life. For example, if you suggest installing a big rainwater tank, it might work for schools or large houses, but not for small rented rooms. So, you should also suggest simple steps like closing taps tightly, using buckets instead of showers, repairing leaks, or reusing water for cleaning and gardening. Also, remember, you have to think about social status. What a family can afford may not be possible for a poor family. Your solutions should also adapt to different situations. This makes a project realistic and thoughtful because you are not just imagining solutions, you are making them useful for real people. So, remember the 3 golden rules for your water project. Presentation. Show your knowledge clearly with facts, examples, or models. Collect data, study it, and present your findings. Give solutions that can actually work for people from different walks of life. In the end, always keep this value in mind. Big changes start with small actions. Even something as simple as turning off a tap or fixing a leak can save hundreds of liters in a year. Thank you. Now, let's move on to Priyansh.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Priyanshu Joshi, your mentor for energy. And today, in this session, we will see that आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट है उसको हम कैसे इतना अच्छा प्रेजेंटेबल बनाएं कि वो सबको अच्छा भी लगे एंड यू गेट गुड असेसमेंट मार्क्स। तो इन्हीं पॉइंट्स के ऊपर हम बात करेंगे। तो आपको बेसिकली अपना प्रोजेक्ट मीनिंगफुल और स्ट्रांग बनाना है। तो इसके लिए हमको 3 क्राइटेरिया चाहिए। पहला है प्रेजेंटेशन। आपकी जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो प्रेजेंटेबल होना चाहिए, अच्छा होना चाहिए, और आप जिस चीज़ को उसमें दिखाना चाहते हैं, व्हाट यू वांट टू शो इन द प्रोजेक्ट, आपको उसकी एक अच्छी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। जैसे अगर आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट में नेट जीरो या फिर कैप्टिव्स का यूज़ दिखा रहे हैं, देन यू शुड हैव अ गुड नॉलेज अबाउट देम। फिर आपका आता है मेथोडोलॉजी एंड असेसमेंट। आप जो डाटा यूज कर रहे हैं वो कौन से सोर्स से डाटा यूज कर रहे हैं, और आप अपने डाटा को कैसे रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं। जैसे आप अपने डाटा को चार्ट से या फिर बार ग्राफ से, पिक्टोग्राफ से आप रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। तो आपका जो डाटा है वो एक प्रॉपर सोर्स जो ऑफिशियल सोर्स है उससे होना चाहिए, एंड इट शुड बी प्रेजेंटेबल, अच्छे से उसको प्रेजेंट भी करना चाहिए। फिर उसके बाद आता है हमारा कि आपका जो वो है, उसके बाद आता है कि आप एडेप्टेबिलिटी कैसे है, मतलब आप जो रिजल्टेंट्स बचा रहे हैं हर एक प्रॉब्लम्स के, कि आप उस प्रॉब्लम्स को कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, उसकी एडेप्टेबिलिटी, क्या वो हर एक सोशल ग्रुप, हर एक हाउस होल्ड्स के लिए एडेप्टेबल है। जैसे आपने ऑर्डिनो सिस्टम्स बनाए सो डैट हम लाइट्स का जो कंजप्शन है उसको यूज़ कर, लाइट का कंजप्शन कम कर सकते हैं। तो क्या वो जो ऑर्डिनो सिस्टम का अरेंजमेंट है वो हर एक सोशल ग्रुप या फिर हर एक इकोनॉमिक ग्रुप के लिए अडेप्टेबल है कि नहीं है। तो इसको भी हमें ध्यान में रखते हुए अपने प्रोजेक्ट को बनाना है। तो फॉर गेटिंग गुड असेसमेंट मार्क्स हमको ये 3 क्राइटेरियाज को ध्यान में रखें। प्रेजेंटेशन, आपका प्रेजेंटेशन कैसा है प्रोजेक्ट्स का, आपको अच्छी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए हर एक चीज़ की, जो भी आप डाटा या फिर जो भी आप उसमें एक मेथड दिखाना चाह रहे हैं, कैसे हम एनर्जी को सेव कर सकते हैं, कंजर्व कर सकें। दूसरा, आपका डाटा एक ऑफिशियल सोर्स होना चाहिए, डाटा प्रॉपर होना चाहिए, और उसको आप कैसे प्रेजेंट करें, या तो पिक्टोग्राफ से या फिर बार ग्राफ से, या वैसे प्रेजेंट भी कर सकते हैं। एंड थर्ड, उसके अडेप्टेबिलिटी है कि क्या वो हर एक सोशल ग्रुप या फिर इकोनॉमिक ग्रुप के लिए अडेप्टेबल है कि नहीं, जिससे कि हर कोई उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर सके। तो फॉर दीज, इन सभी क्राइटेरियाज आपको हेल्प करेंगे आपके प्रोजेक्ट को और अच्छा बनाने के लिए। थैंक यू।
All right, thank you, Sarthak, Priyanshu, Anubhav, and Advat. So, yeah, your perspectives definitely added both detail and direction. So now I'd like to ask, the floor is open for questions here. The questions are either welcome through the chat box or you can raise your hands to ask them verbally. Again.
So, as per the query, the criteria for empathetic economy, that's panel discussions, these are content knowledge, assessment of findings, and quantifying spendings on regenerative practices.
All right, so we see more and more questions of the criteria. So I'd like to tell you that we will be sharing them through the WhatsApp group as well in our document. Along with that, the session is being recorded. So if you look forward to a detailed explanation, we will be sharing the YouTube link of the live stream as well. And yeah, the articles will also be presented live. The shortlisted finalists will be presenting them on the final day on 4th of October in the assigned rooms.
So people carry their pen drive.
Also, it's a request to the article students and the panel discussion students that if you wish to supplement your work through visuals, graphics, or pictures, videos, anything, make sure that you get it with you in a pen drive. And for the STEM project students and the 6 to 8 students who will be presenting their modular solutions on a cubicle, they are requested to carry their own fully charged devices where they will be presenting. All right. All right. The time limits will be conveyed via the WhatsApp group soon.
So, before we close the session, let me remind you that all important information will continue to be shared with you through the WhatsApp group at the right time. If you have any queries or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are always to help you. You can ask us through mail or chats or WhatsApp chats. Communication and clarity are as much as important of this journey as creativity and commitment.
All right. So, on behalf of the organizing team, the school, and the faculty, we extend our best wishes to all participants for the grand finale at Little Scholars, Kashapur, on the 4th of October 2025. We look forward to seeing your insightful discussions, powerful articles, and innovative projects come alive on that day. Together, we have chance to build a future that is not only sustainable but also fair, just, and empathetic. So, as he said, we'll look forward to more and more participation and innovation. Let's go with the closing.
Thank you, everyone.